In one TikTok video, which has gone viral with almost 140 million views, a young woman is seen throwing a hot pink ball in the cemetery and cleaning the grave it landed near.
Let's clean a random grave.
Let's clean a random what?
And the most she ever really does is reads their name and the year they died.
I'm at the graveyard at night.
Cleaning this abandoned grave for free. What's buried here? Let's clean it and find out. This is the world's cutest truck. I'm gonna clean it for free. How did you get so dirty?
Clean a random person's headstone next. Okay. When I started cleaning this headstone, so many questions flowed through my head.
You just paint the grave white and without the family's permission.
I'm gonna fix this pothole for free.
I want to know if you've contacted the family of this person and they know that you've come along with your little pink ball and your fairy liquid and your Dyson Hoover and you've started to clean it.
Okay, so boom. There is this girl, Stacey Harper, who literally built an entire career of filming herself cleaning graves.
I'm at the graveyard at night.
Cleaning this abandoned grave for free.
And I don't mean like volunteering for some restoration project or doing it quietly out of respect. I mean full glam camera setup, mic on, pink soap, baby voice, and she's out there scrubbing headstones like it's content for a skincare ad.
Let's clean random graves. This looks 500 years old. Ugh.
At first, people were like, oh, wow, that's actually really nice, because who is out here cleaning neglected graves, right? And then the videos, they kept coming, and not just a few, hundreds, same angles, same pink foam, same sad music, and suddenly it wasn't just giving community service, it was giving performance. Like, did you pull up to this cemetery or did you storyboard the whole thing? And then it got weird. Like, people started clocking how often she films herself bent over in weird position, how the baby voice never lets up, how there's always a teddy bear in the shot for no reason.
What's buried here? Let's clean it and find out. What are you?
How she conveniently always films her legs.
This is the world's cutest truck. I'm gonna clean it for free. How did you get so dirty? This is my friend's truck. Will I be able to make it look new again? I think it's an even smaller truck.
Then boom, people started whispering, okay, I get it, fetish bait. I didn't say it, but the internet said it. And to that, the whole product placement thing, she's literally using these videos about grief and death to push her cleaning products. And I'm sorry, but once your charity turns into a marketing funnel, we need to talk. We really need to talk. People are split. Some still defend her like she's restoring the Sistine Chapel. Others are like, nah, this feels exploitative. You're filming people's family members' graves for content without asking, and you're also monetizing it. Yeah, no. If your whole brand requires grief to go viral, maybe rethink the business model. Anyway, the clean girl, depending on who you ask, she's either doing God's work or she's just doing way too much. But that being said, let me introduce myself. Hi guys, my name is Joel, and on this channel I speak about whatever I want to speak about, whether trendy or not. I give deep dives, documentary, literally everything that comes into my mind, I speak about it. And that being said, let's get straight into this video. Okay, so let's back it up for a second. Stacey Harper, who you now probably know as the clean girl, she didn't just blow up by accident. She wasn't some sweet girl who happened to go viral while doing something kind. This was planned, like there is an actual strategy behind her rise, and the more you look into it, the clearer it becomes that none of this was random. She's from Chandler, Arizona. Before she ever touched a grave with pink foam and a baby voice, she was already doing the most. She used to be a competitive bodybuilder, which honestly tells you everything that you need to know. She understands image, control, and performance. She also ran a cleaning business called Made a Mess, and she wasn't new to turning cleaning into cash. But instead of mops and dustpans, she figured out that she could market her entire personality. Fast forward to now, and Stacy isn't just some niche creator, she's everywhere. 4.7 million followers on TikTok and over 16 million subscribers on YouTube and close to 2 million on Instagram. That's not, oops, I just went viral. That's literally main character status. And it did not happen by chance. Her whole content strategy is built on what the internet calls rage bait. She doesn't just post videos, she literally posts baits. Stuff that makes people mad, confused, or uncomfortable enough to comment, share, or stitch it with their own reaction. That is what she posts, and that is how she wins.
And the most she ever really does is reads their name and the year they died. And then she'll go like, wow, they were so old, or wow, I didn't do any research on this because I don't actually care about what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to sell you my cleaning product.
Not by being universally loved, but by being impossible to ignore. When she first popped up in September 2023, her videos were pretty tame. She used to give strangers free lunches, she'll be doing little acts of kindness, nothing too loud.
If you love free McDonald's, you're gonna want to watch this video. I just ordered 100 hamburgers from McDonald's, and I'm gonna be giving them all away.
You like a cheeseburger? It's free. No? Yeah. It's free.
That builds the base, just enough to paint herself as someone who actually cares. But in November, everything changed. She dropped her first grave cleaning video, cleaning an abandoned grave for free, and it went wild. 33 million views, just like that. She figured out what worked.
Cleaning an abandoned grave for free. When I approached this headstone, it was completely covered in dirt, so I had no idea who this person was. But as I started scrubbing the dirt away, I could finally read the name. Daniel B. Schiltz.
And she used to be like, for free. For free when people are watching your videos and you're getting that YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram benefit money at the end of the month. That's not for free. Then came the moments that pushed it all into the chaos. In December, she posted a video where she cleaned a baby's grave. She didn't just scrub the tombstone, she washed the teddy bears, she wiped down the trinkets, and basically turned someone's mourning space into a pastel product ad.
A baby was buried here. Today, I'm gonna clean his grave for free. Immediately, my mind filled with so many questions. What happened? What was their life like? What kind of pain did this family go through? This was extremely hard for me, but I knew I had to honor baby David by transforming his final resting place. Baby David was born on April 10th, and he passed away just 12 days later on April 22nd. His mother's name was Nellie. As I was cleaning, I couldn't help but think about her. A sadness came over me, and then a bit of anger. Why wasn't this baby given a chance at life? I can't imagine the pain that Nellie suffered after losing her baby boy. I really hope she eventually found her peace. I don't know if David has any remaining family still alive, but I know how hard it can be to visit the grave of someone you love. I'm so happy that I can do this for families. And I'm grateful for each and every one of you who follows and supports me to do these transformations.
And that's when people really started asking questions like, who told you that this was okay? Why are you filming this? Who are you actually doing this for? The backlash came fast, but so did the growth. She went from 3,000 subscribers to 250 subscribers in a year. I'm not gonna lie, I was following her like from the early days when she used to clean McDonald's and KFC restaurants earlier. I used to follow her then on Instagram, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cute, but at the same time I used to cringe because she is the queen of rage bait, which we'll speak about later on in this video. And personally, whenever I cringe, my cringe is physical, like my ribs, they just like they want to give up. But anyways, like I said, she went from 3,000 to 250 subscribers in a year, and that kind of spike doesn't happen unless you know how to game the system. She wasn't just cleaning for free, she was creating viral moments on purpose, moments that would get people talking even if what they were saying was, this feels wrong. And And when it comes to controversy, I would not think that she stumbled into controversy. I feel like she ran into it with a ring light and a business plan. And you know what? It worked. Views, they went up, brand deals followed, and now she's internet famous for scrubbing headstones. This wasn't a selfless act, it was content, and she knew exactly what she was doing. Now, here's where the whole thing just starts to really fall apart. Once you get past the pastel soap and the soft lighting, you start to notice that the clean girl isn't just making aesthetic grave cleaning videos. She's basically treating cemeteries like her personal film set. And the biggest problem, she's not asking the family, she's not even asking the cemetery staff. She's just pulling up, turning the camera on, and doing whatever she wants.
Let's clean a random grave.
Let's clean a random what? Okay, so this is what we're doing today.
Who do you think is buried here?
Granny Nora, 1985. The hell do I know?
Let's clean it and find out.
I have so many questions.
So do I, you're telling me.
How old is this grave?
It looks like it's been here for 500 years.
It really doesn't.
How did this grave get so dirty? Look, there's a tree growing out of it.
I love plants.
Then why did you just uproot it?
This transformation is extremely hard for me.
No, I don't believe you. I want to know if you've contacted the family of this person and they know that you've come along with your little pink ball and your fairy liquid and your Dyson Hoover and you've started to clean it.
But I believe everyone deserves a beautiful grave.
Okay, so I did some research.
A woman is buried here, and she has 2 brothers, just like me. I need to make her family proud.
Sure, but only if they want you to do that.
This is so satisfying. I wish I could live in the graveyard.
Things no one says.
Are you ready to find out who's buried here?
Gosh, this is taking ages.
Maria Lugo Texador. She died on the 19th of January, 1990.
I get to do this work because you support and follow.
Pretty sure you could do that if we didn't. Not saying you should.
Preservation experts, like actual professionals who work in chemistry conservation, they have been sounding the alarm for months. And not because they are pressed or they are jealous or whatever her fan base keeps saying. They are worried because what she's doing is the exact opposite of how you're supposed to treat historic graves. For starters, if you're cleaning someone's grave, you need permission from the family or the very least the cemetery, period. That's literally the bare minimum. But in her videos, there's no indication that she's reached out to anybody. She just shows up and starts scrubbing like it's her own space. And on top of that, she's removing flowers, decorations, personal notes, things grieving families left behind. Imagine visiting your loved one's grave and realizing that someone filmed themselves cleaning it without asking and threw away your memorial. That's not kindness, that's straight up disrespect. And let's talk about the products that she uses. The foam, the sprays, the pressure hoses. They look cute in a video, yeah, but they are a nightmare for historic stone. Actual cemetery conservators, they have broken it down. Harsh chemicals can strip away protective layers that took decades to form. Pressure washing can wipe out inscriptions. Abrasive tools can cause permanent surface damage. The kind of damage that normally happens over 75 years can be caused in one session if you do not know what you are doing.
Alright, so what I'm about to tell y'all is very important, but first let's watch this video real quick.
Let's clean a random grave. Who do you think is buried here?
Since this is her thing, I'm not going to tell her what to do, but for people that want to try this in order to pay it forward or just be a good person, please check the actual graveyard first. Contact them to see if there are any specific guidelines that you have to follow in order to do stuff like this. Because many places have cleaning guidelines. And if you do not follow those, there can be legal repercussions. And considering the possibility of you cleaning this wrong, I'm talking about using harsh chemicals, rough tools, I'm talking power washers, wire bristles, you know, those wire brushes, things that can actually lead to damaging that gravestone. And this gravestone in particular is called a, well, first off, it's a raised gravestone. And also it's a ledger grave, so it's above ground basically. And those things are expensive to replace. Just the headstone itself is probably, it can go up to probably what, 2,000 to 5,000 bucks. It's no joke. Now look how high off the ground this ledger slash it's either a ledger grave or a raised grave. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but just look how high this ledger grave is. It is probably at least maybe 3-4 feet high. Imagine replacing something like this or attempting to repair it. Repairing gravestones aren't cheap either. I'm talking not replacing, repairing them can go above 500 to 1,000 bucks just to deal with a couple of cracks. Now, when you consider things like normal weathering and stuff like that, that's already an issue in itself. But when it's something caused by you, that makes you liable for that property. And that could lead you to being subject to things like disrespecting the deceased and, again, property damages. So I'm hoping she might have some type of permission or deal with this specific graveyard or the multiple different places that she might visit. Because if you are not specifically hired to do this, you can go to jail. And yes, I agree, this is a very nice thing to do. But if you do not know how to properly maintain and clean these very, very expensive memorial pieces, leave it to the people whose profession it is to do it.
Jason Church, who is literally the head of technical services at the National Center for Preservation and Training, even said that her method could cause 50 to 75 years worth of erosion all at once. Like, she's aging these tombstones in fast forward. And for what? A thumbnail? But it's not just the physical damage, it's the tone too. She narrates her voice in this high-pitched baby voice like she's in a kid's toy commercial while wiping someone's resting place. And sometimes she even adds these weird little jokes or sound effects like she's making an unboxing video. There's a video that I watched that she was like, RIP, what's RIP?
What does RIP even mean?
And oh my god, like my ancestors were looking at me like, girl, and I'm like, girl, like, can you see this foolery? And they're like, yeah, we can. Honestly, she's standing on sacred ground. People have pointed out that in some videos, it looks like she's painting the graves instead of actually cleaning them. There's a grave that I even saw where she cleaned it and then I don't know if she painted it, but it looked white, like she painted it back to white. As in, she's slapping on a fresh layer of something to make it look restored on camera. Which, if true, is so far past unethical. I don't even know where to start. And don't even get me started on the nighttime filming. She's out there with ring lights, cemeteries after hours when they're supposed to be closed. Like, how is that not even trespassing?
I'm at the graveyard at night. Cleaning this abandoned grave for free. I have so many questions in my head. What happened? How did this grave get so dirty? Who's buried here? Her name's Bienvenida.
Wow, her name is welcome in Espanol.
Wait a minute. Her grave should be welcoming too. But right now, this is the dirtiest grave I've ever seen. That's so unfair. Everyone deserves a beautiful resting place. Bienvenida died on July 23rd, 1980. Her star sign is Aries.
My best friend is an Aries.
I wonder what Bienvenida's life was like. Does she like chocolate cupcakes? What killed her? This transformation is a lot of work. I might be here all night, but it's so fun.
Ooh, a little bug.
Thank you to everyone who supports and follows.
Why are we tiptoeing around this? At this point, it's not just people being dramatic. The disrespect is right there in the footage. She has turned grief, history, and other people's pain into content strategy. And the worst part, her audience, they think is charity. Alright, so here's where things really start to cross into disturbing territory. Beyond the grave cleaning and the pink foam, there is something else happening in Stacey Haber's content that makes people feel so uncomfortable, and not in a this is awkward way, but in a why does this feel low-key perverted way. Because once you notice it, you can't unsee it. Let's start with the baby voice. Yo, I'm cringing right now. In her early videos, she spoke like a regular adult. Full sentences, normal tone, nothing performative. When she was cleaning McDonald's, the time she was cleaning McDonald's, and then she came to the camera and she was like, oh, the people, they've caught me and they've gone to call their supervisor to send me outside. I need to clean here before they come. Her voice was normal. Now, everything has switched. Now she narrates every video in this exaggerated toddler voice, like she's reading a picture book to a room full of kindergarteners. Except she's not. She's filming grave cleaning content, yeah? The shift is jarring. You go from a clip of her saying something like, "This one burger really made someone's day," to "The truck got stuck in a quicksand. That's so scary," all while scrubbing gravestones and splashing foam around like it's Play-Doh. Like, even when she was cleaning McDonald's, this woman is a queen of rage bait. She would eat it and then she would clean it and then it's not just the voice. The whole aesthetic just feels deliberately childish. She's almost always wearing pink. Sometimes she's with pigtails. Most times she's with pigtails. And then she throws in these gasp reaction faces like she just saw Santa at the mall. Her body language, overly performative. She'll splash water on herself accidentally. She will crawl around in mud and act like cleaning is some chaotic cartoon adventure. The whole thing just starts feeling less like helpful content and starts feeling like it's made for someone's very specific kink. Which brings us to the parts that nobody wants to say out loud, but we kind of have to. Multiple creators and viewers, they have pointed out the strong overlap between her videos and what's known as wet and messy fetish content. Yo, going into this rabbit hole, there's a lot of things that I found out. Literally, it is a real category and her videos, they check every box. She uses way more products than is necessary. She covers herself in foam. She gets visibly dirty while pretending that it's just part of the job. And she films with this soft, repetitive, almost suggestive phrases like "dirty kitty" and "I like it messy" and "how long can you last?" And no, those aren't made up. She actually says those things while rubbing foam on gravestones. And then there is the feet. Why are there so many shots of her using her feet to clean? No one asked, no one needed that, but it is there and it is a lot. Now, if you call this out, her defender said that she's just being quirky or kid friendly, and that's the trick. She's built in plausible deniability. She's never outright says that it's for adults. She packages it like it's safe for kids. And most people that I saw that were supporting her when they were stitching her videos, they were men. They were men. They were men. Most people that were supporting her, they were men. So if anyone questions it, she can play dumb and say it's just fun and cute, while the algorithm keeps pushing her to people who are definitely not just there for the cleaning. That way, she gets the brand deals, the family-friendly platform money, and the views from the fetish crowd, all without ever having to own up to any of it. Let's not forget the pink foam itself. She markets her own cleaning product, the exact same one that she uses in every video, like it's a magical solution. On her website, it's described as a foam foaming spray that not only deep cleans, but also looks beautiful on the shelf. Cute description, sure, but it doesn't say what is in it. And despite millions of people watching, who have you seen that has bought the Clean Girl spray? Who? Either no one is buying it or she's scrubbing the feedback. Either no one is buying it or she's scrubbing the feedback too. Either ways, it's so sketchy. Dig a little deeper and you will find the operation behind her brand isn't just her. Allegedly, there is a whole team. According to research from a brand consultant named Mark Epstein, which, if your name is Epstein, I'm so sorry, please apply for a change of name. I do not care if it's coincidental, it's your great grandfather and you're not related. Please just, apply for a change of name. According to Mark Epstein, Stacy might be working with Max Meha, who is a viral marketing guy who some people believe is her boyfriend or her business partner. And if that's true, then this is not just content, it's a calculated marketing funnel. She's the face, he's a strategist, and they've turned grave cleaning into a revenue machine. Think about the business model here. You've got product sales from the pink foam, sponsorship from brands like Scrub Daddy, YouTube ad revenue, TikTok creator fund payout, and a growing merch line. It's layered, it's smart, but it's also incredibly gross when you realize that the whole thing is built on sacred spaces and grieving families who never ever gave consent. And the impact, it's so real. Professionals who actually restore and preserve cemeteries are begging people not to follow her lead. Her videos, they make it look like grave cleaning is quick, simple, and something that anyone can do. But that is not true. Historic stones are so delicate. They need specific materials, gentle techniques, and time. The stuff that she's doing in a 2-minute transformation video could be causing damage that cannot be reversed. Some of these gravestones, they have lasted for over 100 years, and the wrong cleaning product, a pressure washer, or even a heavy scrub can erase inscriptions. It can strip off natural protection or let in water that slowly breaks down the stone.
More importantly than that, though, we need to make sure we have permission to clean the stone. There is no Good Samaritan rule in preservation. We have to know that we have permission before we do any of the work. So we've gotten permission from the diocese here to clean these. Now the next thing I like to do is to get the stone wet. Now I've got a pump spray here just with water in it. If you're lucky and you have a site that has water on site, any house pressure like that's going to be safe for stone. Unfortunately, this site doesn't have water. So I've got water in a pump garden sprayer. If you've got a volunteer group that's going to be cleaning a lot of stones, you could ask your local fire department to bring what's called a water buffalo.
And now, because her content is so viral, people are all over the internet and they are trying to copy her. They're pulling up to cemeteries with Dollar Tree foam and TikTok energy, and they're not realizing that they are literally destroying history for content. Real cemetery conservators, they take months to gently clean a monument. They follow training, they get permission, they respect each inch of that space. Tessie's video, they show the exact opposite, and they show it so fast. Dramatic results that look satisfying but leave behind long-term damage. And that's the biggest issue. She's not just doing something very weird online, she's setting a precedent. One that disrespects the dead, exploits the grieving, and teaches millions of people that sacred spaces are just another backdrop for going viral. Okay, now let's talk about the part where everybody is just tiptoeing around whether any of this is even legal, because the way Stacey Harper is moving in these cemeteries is not just questionable, it might actually be breaking the law. First off, cemeteries, they have rules, and spoiler alerts, they have real ones, like real rules, and those rules, they depend on where you are. Some are public, some are private, some are owned by churches, others are by local council or private companies. But regardless of ownership, almost all cemeteries have specific visiting hours. So when she's out there at night, lights on, cameras rolling, and she's not just staying late, she might be trespassing, especially if she's entering when the place is locked or unattended. If you show up and start messing with a grave without permission, especially using harsh chemicals or tools, that's not just disrespectful, that could legally count as property damage. In some places, it's classified as vandalism, and in really serious cases where the burial site is old or protected, it could even fall under laws about disturbing human remains, because there's a video where she cleaned the grave of an old soldier. So what if that grave was protected by the government? So here we're not just talking about like little drama, there are actual potential crime. But even if you put the legal stuff aside just for a second, the ethical violations are just as loud. Cleaning someone's grave without their family's consent, that's exploitation. Using it as a backdrop to push a product, that's capitalizing on grief. Treating these spaces like they are just another TikTok trend, that's cultural insensitivity, full stop, point blank, period. And the thing is, it's not just a bunch of random internet people calling this out. Actual cemetery conservationists, people who do this work professionally, they have stepped in to clean up the mess that she's left behind, literally and figuratively. They've launched educational campaigns to explain how to properly clean a grave, how to use safe materials, and most importantly, how to do it respectfully. Some have even started their own content channels to show people what real restoration look like. And it's slow, it's methodical, and it's done with permissions. You know, the stuff that doesn't go viral because it's not flashy or scandalous. Meanwhile, social media platforms, they have no idea what to do with her content. On the surface, it looks like kindness, but underneath, it's wrapped in controversy and monetized to death. So TikTok and YouTube, they are literally stuck. Her videos, they do not technically break any obvious community guidelines, but they still feel deeply wrong. She's managed to find a loophole in all the community guidelines rules, and that raises the bigger questions. Should content like this be allowed to earn money? Should you be able to profit off someone else's grave? Because the damage isn't just to the tombstones, it's to the people watching their loved ones' final resting places turn into online spectacles. Some families, they have literally found out through social media that their relatives' graves was clean. No heads up, no apology, just a thumbnail and a viral caption. And in some cases, their personal items like flowers, messages, decorations, they were thrown away or moved like prop. That's not content, that's trauma. That's real world pain being packaged into a 2-minute video for people who would never understand the cost. Let's be real, this whole clean girl mess wouldn't even be a thing if people did not eat it up. And not just the stans hyping her in the comments. I'm talking about the critics, the stitchers, the quote tweeters, the people watching just to say this ain't right. Even me sitting down here and speaking to you guys, every single one of us is part of why she's showing up on feed. And it's not just random. The reason her content spreads so fast is because it's emotionally loaded. Either you're watching it like, wow, this is wholesome, or you're watching it like, why is this woman power washing someone's headstone with a pink foam? There is no middle ground, and that emotional split, that push and pull, is exactly what makes it viral. Platforms love that kind of content. They will push it until you're sick of seeing it. That's what people mean when they say rage bait. Stacey isn't just filming what she's doing, she's deliberately stirring the pot. She knows exactly what kind of things will piss people off. Wrong religious preferences, scrubbing graves without permission, smiling while tossing away memorial flowers, and she keeps doing it because controversy just boosts her views, and views equal money. It's so calculated. It's not ignorance, it's business. This woman is making so much money. The lowest amount of views I've seen on her TikTok is 750k or something, and that was like recent. Her views get millions and millions of views, and while all that is happening on the inside, her content is also messing up with people's head. After a while, the outrage dies down, and people, they start to normalize it. Suddenly, watching someone clean a grave without consent doesn't feel that shocking anymore because someone else has started it. And once that shock fades, it opens the door for even more boundary pushing. That's how desensitization just starts to work. The stuff that should be alarming becomes background noise, and there is always this weird moral fog around it. Like, is she being helpful, or is she just weird cloud chasing in a graveyard? People don't know what to make of it because she just mixes just enough good intention into the video that it creates confusion. It becomes harder to separate what's actually kind from what's just being so performative, and that confusion just makes people watch it more because we're all just trying to figure out if she's serious or if it's all some sort of scam. And let's not ignore the voyeurism in all these videos. People are watching grief, not their grief, not their family, but someone else's pain turned into a story arc with satisfying edits and mood music. And because it's being delivered like a lifestyle vlog, people forget that they are watching a literal burial site being turned into content. It's disturbing when you zoom out, but most people, they do not want to zoom out. The media too, they've noticed it. Articles, documentary, deep dive video essays, you name it, everybody is analyzing what this says about the internet and content culture.
In one TikTok video, which has gone viral with almost 140 million views, a young woman is seen throwing a hot pink ball in the cemetery and cleaning the grave it landed near.
Let's clean a random grave. Who do you think is buried here?
Let's clean it and find out.
I have so many questions. How old is this grave?
Of course, graves hold spiritual, emotional significance, so it's eliciting a lot of strong reactions. There was one TikToker who posted his own video in response to what we've seen here, and he captioned it with, quote, "Notice how this is done," what he's doing, "with reverence and respect for the dead, no crazy pink foams or harmful cleaning products." So he's a bit critical of what she's doing. If a grave ends up damaged in the process of, say, using that pink foam, who takes on the cost? And can a family or a government or the owner of that graveyard property sue?
Well, you make a good point. I mean, whether it's pink foam or reverence and respect, damage is damage. So if you cause damage to property, whether it be public property, in the case of, say, a historical grave marker that's public property, or a private grave, then you're going to be likely liable. And that's the same as whether you vandalized it or whether you just had the best of intentions and oops, you knocked over some big piece of stone on top of the gravesite. These are all things that apply to everyday life, whether you're walking in a graveyard or just walking down the street and dealing with either public property or private property. And the key is who owns it. And it's the same as anything else in life. If the government owns it or private owners own it, then you can be responsible and you can be prosecuted if you vandalize.
Cemetery experts, they've spoken up, ethical researchers, they have joined the conversation, and still somehow the video just keeps going up because the controversy, it fuels itself. One scandal fits into another and the cycle just starts over and over again. Online reactions are split. You've got people like her fans who genuinely think that she's out there doing the Lord's work. You have people who are disgusted and trying to get her the platform, and then you have this middle section, people who are fascinated, confused, or just too deep in the algorithm to look away. It's become one of those internet things where the drama overshadows the original issue. And this isn't just one creator. The reason it's so important is because it reflects what the internet rewards now. Outrage is currency and grief is content. And if you package it nicely, you can get away with just anything. That's the part that sticks. We've reached a point where sacred spaces are treated like Instagram backdrops. Cemeteries aren't quiet anymore, they're now an aesthetic. And the difference between someone doing a good deed and someone exploiting the dead, it all depends on who edits faster and adds the better caption. So, what is the fix? Creators, they need to be held to real standards. You shouldn't be allowed to touch a grave, let alone film it without permission. Platforms need actual rules. If someone is monetizing off of a grave content, there should be accountability. At the very least, don't let it make money. And cemetery authorities, they need tighter restrictions. Education, signage, surveillance, something, just put something in there. Families, they deserve protection too. If someone is filming your loved one's resting space without asking, you should have the right to shut it down. No one should have to log into YouTube and see their grandmother's grave in a viral video titled "Satisfying Cleanup." And if that doesn't hit people in the gut, I don't know what will. So where is the line? Because clearly we do not have one. Because at the end of the day, this whole clean girl situation isn't just about grave cleaning. It's about what happens when content creation pushes into spaces that was never meant to go. It's about how platforms let creators do anything in the name of engagement, even if it means turning a literal cemetery into a brand aesthetic. People keep asking the wrong question. It's not, is she helping or harming? It's, why are we even letting this be a debate? Because under all the pink foam and the baby talk, what we are really looking at is a masterclass in how to exploit vulnerability for views. She's not just making controversial content, she's carefully wrapping up in grief, discomfort, and sacredness into something that looks marketable. And it works. That is the fucking scary part. She found a way to sneak potentially fetish coded content onto platforms that are supposed to be so safe for kids. She's tapped into the algorithm like a pro. She's built a following of outrage and she's turned moral discomfort into monetized engagement. And that's not something that's accidental. That is a business model. And the impact of that, it goes way beyond her. Because now you have copycats. You've got people rolling into cemeteries with ring lights and off-brand foam thinking that they are doing something noble. Historic stones are now being damaged. Families are being blindsided and the platform, they are still cashing the checks. This whole thing just cracks open a bigger conversation solutions that we are clearly overdue for. And what is that? We're talking about digital ethics, about respect, about what happens when literally everything, even someone's final resting place, becomes potential content. We've reached a point where death isn't private anymore, it's part of the algorithm. And unless platforms step up, unless society starts pushing back, this is only going to get worse. The truth is, the clean girl isn't the first to cross the line, and she would not be either. But this moment, it is a red flag. It's a warning about where we are headed if no one pulls the brakes. Because if we don't draw the line at the graveyards, where do we draw it? It's not just about content anymore. It's about who gets to be protected in a world that feeds off exposure. And if we keep letting algorithms decide what's acceptable, we are going to lose way more than just our sense of boundaries. We are going to lose our humanity too. Okay guys, that being said, let's watch a few of her videos. And oh my god, I'm ready not to crash out. I just hope I do not crash out so much on camera today. But like researching for this, she is really the queen of rage bait. But let's watch a few of her videos, okay? Shall we?
Not again, not again. Sorry, Katie, coming through. Yeah, I can do this, I can do this. Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Okay, before we go forward, do you guys see how one of the cupboard like opened and then her clothes fell off? Literally, there's someone inside that threw it out, and that's what contributes and constitutes to the rage bait. Can you guys see what just happened? She picked up the toothpick from her brush and continued brushing her teeth. Like, rage bait 100%, because she knows people are going to speak. 197 comments, 24k likes, which, okay.
Fast. Yucky. Hi there.
Yeah, of course she's going to go into the leg filming, the feet filming. Yeah, of course, like her content is not complete without that.
Evidence, I have the evidence. Coming. Subscribe.
Hi. Perfect timing.
Oops, sorry. Oh no. How long can you last? Okay, what was that? Dirty kitty. Go.
Dirty kitty. What was the need of her saying kitty? And if you think kitty means cat when there was no cat there, then you are either delusional or like you just choose not to be aware.
Go! Wow, can you make it all the way? Jump! Oh, hi! Are you following me? Duck! Goose? Keep going, we're almost there! Huh, magic foam cleans your whole house. Try it today. Oops, sorry!
Yo, this woman, like, she knows what she's doing. If you're not watching this and you're listening to it, you would literally think that it's a child that this is intended for, because she intentionally makes her videos to be kid friendly. And it's so weird because she does it in a way that, of course, someone like a parent could just say and be like, oh, this is for my child. But she puts all this fetish content, the way she shows water on her legs, the way she wets her body. Like, if you are not aware, you're literally not aware.
Oops, sorry. What if your iPhone drops into mud? Go!
I found it! She's gonna die!
We need to hurry.
Stay with me.
I can only use what's inside these mystery boxes.
Oh, my toothbrush and whipped cream.
Who put this in here? We need a better mystery box.
What? Confetti.
I need something powerful.
It's a hammer. Wake up, baby. Mama's got a mallet.
Yeah! I need my phone to work again.
A bag of rice.
The internet said this will fix her.
Get in there.
Come on, give me something crazy.
Used gum? Who chewed this? The giant toothbrush. What's this? Slime? Don't ask questions.
My whole life was on that phone.
Danger liquid?
Is this even safe?
Wow. Foam cannon.
I feel like we're getting somewhere.
Tiny vacuum.
It's getting cleaner. But is it dead?
She is small, but she is certified.
This last box needs to work.
Magic foam.
There's nothing magic foam can't fix.
It says hello. I think it's working.
It says hello. I think it's working. It says hello. I think it's working. Yo, if you guys cannot see from this video, literally doing the wet and messy fetish that I didn't even know existed. Literally, she's doing that because she has a community for that. There are categories for that, and it's so weird that there's just so many categories for a lot of things. Like, she just messed up the whole place, and then she ended with a kid's voice. And obviously there are men who are so disgusted that they prefer kids. Like, I don't understand how, but like, they prefer kids. And obviously, if they cannot get access to kids, which I can't believe I'm saying this is the closest things they have to a kid. Like, you cannot make this shit up. Like, oh my god. Okay, let's watch another video, because yo, I don't think I can watch all the videos, because while researching this, like, I watched a lot and I'm like, I'm really cringing. Okay, let's continue.
Another one?
Thanks.
Maybe I'm reaching. Maybe I am reaching, but watching this video where she put the toilet paper and sent it, maybe I'm reaching, but is anyone not thinking that this is equivalent to people who sell their underwears in the mail? Maybe I'm reaching, but toilet paper is something that you use to clean your business when you're done doing number 1 or 2. And people literally, I'm like, honestly, do your thing. But people literally send their underwear to people to sniff, okay? Maybe I'm reaching, but this is not far off if you think about it. Like, this is literally not far off, because when I saw the video at first, I was like, this is literally what it feels like. This does not feel right. Like, why are you sending a pink toilet paper? Pink are generally for children and female, like children, girl. Hey girl, is there a way it can get I didn't even read the text, like the text message. It says, hey girl, is there a way it can get a autograph for you? Oh my god, like, this is my first time like reading the text message. Literally, she's intentionally misspelling the words. She's intentionally misspelling the words. And who misspells words when they're learning? Children misspells words when they are learning. Yo, maybe I'm reaching, but yo, you cannot tell me that this doesn't make sense. Children don't really know how to spell well. Oh my god. And another thing that came into my mind is, please don't come for me. Please, should I even say this? I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to keep it to myself. But it's something that I have experienced myself, but I do not want to generalize a whole thing, so I'm just going to keep it to myself. This is crazy. Next thing.
Doritos. Mustard.
No.
Spaghetti.
Not the noodles. Oh. Toothpaste? Okay. All right, we are getting somewhere. She's so minty.
Glitter.
Oh my god.
She's so meaty.
Feathers.
I don't think she's gonna do that. Fly, Ladybug, fly! Magic foam. Go, Ladybug, go. You go, girl. Yes, she's doing it.
Slime.
Ow.
What was the reason? Like, even my hair scattered. Like, what was the reason? What was the reason? Oh my god, I am cringing. Oh my god, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Yo, can I go on? Should I go on? Oh my god. When I'm editing this video, I literally don't know what's gonna happen, because I am going to be so pissed off. Oh, okay. So now the next thing we're going to go to her cleaning an abandoned grave. Oh, if you're still here, hi. Let's be friends.
Cleaning an abandoned grave for free.
The way she says for free pisses me off. It pisses me off, because we know that it's not for free. Like, girl, it's not for free. Why do you keep saying for free? You're getting 2 million likes. 2 million like, how many views? Let me see. Oh, I can't see from here. 2 million likes. How is that for free? How is that for free? You've clearly gotten nothing less than 20k from this video. Like, girl.
I approached this headstone, it was completely covered in dirt, so I had no idea who this person was. but as I started scrubbing the dirt away, I could finally read the name, Daniel B. Schultz. But what surprised me even more about this headstone was the beautiful picture of Daniel. Daniel was a retired Phoenix firefighter who passed away at the young age of 47. He was a respected father, husband, son, and brother.
Yo, I can't do this. I cannot do this. Sorry. Sorry, I can't do this. I already watched these videos when I was researching. I'm now getting to watch it for you guys, and then I'm going to watch it when I'm editing. Woo! Yo, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I cannot do this. I can't do this. Okay, let's watch one last video because I cannot.
Whoa, who's buried here? Let's clean this grave and find out. No one should ever have their name buried in dirt.
Look, it's clean Jesus.
Okay, I have a secret. I'm scared of being forgotten. That's why when I see a dirty grave, I have to clean it. Everyone deserves to be remembered. Oh, I love plants.
Okay guys, so basically like the baby voice is the baby voice is really getting at me. Like the baby voice is oh my god, like
What does RIP even mean?
what does RIP even mean? That is the rage bait. I can't believe this girl or this woman is letting me, like, I can't believe she's really like rage baiting me like this. Like me, cool, calm and collected, someone is getting on your nerves like this. That's because I don't know, maybe I'm just very overprotective when it comes to children. Does that make sense? And like there's so many predators online that are really gravitating towards her video. So like obviously I know what she's doing, and it's so annoying that she's managed to find a loophole that even the social media platforms can't say anything, but they know it's wrong. But if you want to stop her content, what is the basis based on? Like, what is the proof that she's feeding predators her content? What's the proof that she's doing this for predators? Because on the surface, it looks like something that is nice, something that is calm, and it's definitely kind of not against the law. And if it's against the law, there is no like enforcement that's against the law or that has made this very bad or something that you should not do morally. Does that make sense? And again, she's cleaning the grave. Like, she has a backstory. One of her deepest fear in life is to be forgotten. She does not want to be forgotten. So she's cleaning this person's grave, and apparently she does not know what the fuck RIP means. But let's continue, guys.
I have so many questions. How long has this grave been here? What will it look like when it's clean? And who's buried here?
Wow, look how good I'm doing.
These are supposed to be flower pots, but there's
Wow, look how good I'm doing.
no flowers. Let's fix that. Wait.
So this is what I'm saying, yeah. She would clean a grave, and it looks like she repainted the grave. It looks like she repaints the grave without the permission of the family. Do you understand? Because you clean the grave and all of a sudden it looks like it's white. All of a sudden it looks like the grave has been repainted, but like we literally don't know what she's done to the grave, and this literally harms graves.
Can't wait to solve this mystery. Are you ready to find out who's buried here? A clue! They were born June 10th, 1910, and they died September 2nd, 1991. Let's keep going. The name, Marta Ramirez Rodriguez.
I get to do this work because you support and follow.
Can I go on? Oh yeah, this is the one about a child, and oh my god, this is the one. Oh my god. Okay, one last one with the grave cleaning videos. Let's just get it done. Let's get it done.
Little baby was buried here. I'm gonna clean her grave for free. When I began cleaning, my dog Scout started barking, but nothing was there. I decided to stay and finish. Baby Genesis was born October 4th, 2008. I couldn't believe how young she was when she passed away. There's 8 teddy bears on her grave. They were so dirty and sad looking. I thought of her mother, placing each one down in honor of her daughter. I couldn't put these bears back as they were, so I hand washed each of them. Genesis lived a short life. She died the same day she was born, but you can tell she's deeply missed. Thank you to all my followers who support me to do these transformations.
First of all, the grave was white and you painted it to be maroon or peach or what color that is. Nobody asked you to do it. Nobody asked you to do it. Like, again, like when it comes to like sentimental things like teddy bear, like what if you've washed away someone's memory? I get it, you're cleaning it up because it looks dirty to you. What if you're washing away someone's memory, the smell from the hospital? What if the family, when they go to visit that grave, they can smell, they get the scent from the teddy bear that you've seen that it looks dirty, they've gotten the scent from that, but you seeing something that is dirty, to them they can still smell the child, but you've spoiled it by putting scrub daddy or whatever cleaning material that is on it, or your clean girl material. Like, there are things that she's not put into consideration. This can look like something, oh yeah, she's doing something nice for people, for the community, but when you look at it through the lens of the family grieving, not through your own capitalist lens and, oh, I need to make money doing this, you would see that there are actual families behind all this, behind you going to people's graves to clean. There are people who go to that grave every day or every week or every month to look at the person and the people that they have lost, to find comfort, to ask for answers from problems that they may be facing in their daily life. There are people who literally are there and they've held sentiment to the teddy bear that you washed. Who told you that if they don't want to wash the teddy bear, they would not wash the teddy bear? Who told you that? Like, literally. Is this common sense, or is there something that I'm missing out here? Because we have normalized a lot of things, or social media and the internet and post Panini has normalized a lot of things that should be not normalized. As a Nigerian, who are you to go to a random grave? Like, who are you to go to a random grave? I have never ever been to, I've been to a graveyard, or I want to say I've never been to a graveyard, but my friend's sister died in 2020 or 2021 and I went for the burial. That was my first time ever in a graveyard. I had never been to one before. I lost my biological mom when I was 14 years. I don't know where she was buried, because as a child, my dad was like, it's kind of traumatic for you to see like a dead person at a young age. Does that make sense? Are you making this content kid friendly? You cleaning the grave. Secondly, when I used to hear people going to cemetery to have dates in cemetery, like date cemetery, I'm like, what? As a Nigerian, that is not even known. What are you even doing in a graveyard? What are you doing in a graveyard? Like, the dead is so much respected where I am from, and here, I don't care what you say, she's not respecting the dead. She is not. She thinks she is, but the truth and the reality is that she is not. What if one day she's cleaning someone's grave and then someone slaps her? I don't know who I saw, but this was not now, like some time back. I think I watched like a commentary or TikTok where someone says that she creates this grave by herself or something like that, or she repeats grave. And if that's true, girl, go and look for another job, honestly. So this is her earlier content before she started graveyard cleaning. So this is where she used to clean McDonald's bathroom and KFC's bathroom. So let's watch like one or two of those videos.
I'm gonna turn this McDonald's bathroom into a 5-star experience. I went out and bought a luxury rug, hand towels, and mints for the customers. To dry your hands, nice mint base with some flowers.
Can you guys hear her real voice? Can y'all hear her real voice? To dry your hands, vase, mint, vase, for the flowers. Can y'all hear her real voice? So are you guys saying that this woman is doing what she's doing on purpose? She does not sound like a child.
Now let's hear from the customers.
This is her real voice. Now let's hear from the customers. Now, we can kill. Oh my god, it's dirty. It's dirty.
Clean. I like it.
How are the mints?
Good.
Muy bien.
Estoy bien.
Perfecto.
How are the mints? Asking someone how are the mints. Literally, who doesn't know how mints taste? Oh my god. And I will never let someone film in the toilet to ask me how are the mints in the McDonald's. Are you okay? Okay, let's go to her other content.
McDonald's bathroom for free.
This is the one that pissed me off. Let's continue.
McDonald's employee asked what the I'm doing. She left to go get her manager. I need to clean fast.
So this is 2024. The previous one that I showed you was like 2023, where her normal voice was used. Now is the beginning of her using a childlike voice.
So overwhelming. Is it illegal to clean here?
Who put ketchup on the wall?
Do I have time to finish before the employee threatens me? I don't.
Who puts ketchup on the wall? Meanwhile, before she showed the wall with ketchup on it, she showed the seat of the toilet, and there was a little bit where there was shit on. It looks like shit. Meanwhile, she's the one doing all these things, because who puts ketchup on the wall in McDonald's? Let's be realistic.
I get in trouble. I just want to make this toilet beautiful for everyone to enjoy. I have a passion for public restrooms, but right now, this is the dirtiest McDonald's I've ever seen. All this place needs is a little clean girl magic. The dirtier the better if you ask me. Coke.
The dirtier the better. If you guys think that this is about McDonald's, the dirtier the better. If that is not my wig is synthetic, so if you're coming for me because I have a stiff wig, you're your own. The dirtier the better. The dirtier the better. That is clearly a sexual word, but if you choose to be delusional, good luck.
It's perfect for cleaning toilets. I need to hurry up. The employee could come back any second to kick me out, but I won't stop. Not until this bathroom is as beautiful as the customers who use it. I can't believe someone threw this away.
This is the part that I did not want to read. She picked up a McDonald's burger, she ate it, and then she used it to clean the wall. I don't think I've seen anyone who has rage baited me like this on social media, like this woman. Like, I have no words. Like, I have no fucking words. Oh my god.
Hey, you could eat off that floor. Oh no.
You gotta leave.
He said he loves my transformation, but if I don't leave, McDonald's will sue me. They just don't get it. But if you do, click follow.
Okay, let's watch one last video with her real voice, okay? With her real voice, let's watch one last video. But I think I'm going to stop here because I don't like how I feel. Because I'm going to edit this for you guys and I don't want to feel like, I don't want to stress my emotions anymore.
I was caught cleaning the McDonald's bathroom. What happened next shocked
Her real
me.
voice.
I thought I was going to get in trouble for cleaning their bathroom, but turns out they were more than happy to have me there, and one of the employees came in to help me. And as we were cleaning, Aloe told me the reason their bathroom had gotten so dirty was because they had been understaffed for weeks. So things like deep cleaning the bathroom just kept getting delayed. And that having me there cleaning really helped them to get caught up. And this is why I think it's so important to lend a helping hand whenever you can.
So guys, basically, I get it. She's preaching, lend a helping hand when it comes to like cleaning and all those things. And honestly, I do get it. But like, this is a public corporation like McDonald's. Going to clean McDonald's or KFC, going to clean them or going to clean the place. Cool. Why are they sending her? They're sending her because if anything happens to her, she's going to be a liability. It's going to be a liability on the company. First of all, she's not an employed staff of McDonald's or KFC or all these places that she's cleaning. So imagine if she climbs on a toilet and she cleans the walls or cleans everything and then she slips and falls, or when she's cleaning the floor, she slips and falls and breaks her head. If she was not sent away and they let her clean, who is going to pay for the consequences? It's McDonald's. She may be dead, yeah, but who will her family sue? Her family would not understand that she, as a grown-up adult, decided to go to McDonald's by herself to clean and they did not send her away. I thought it would be like, oh yeah, she came to McDonald's to clean, but you guys had the responsibility to send her away and you guys did not send her away. And the fact that they did not send her away will literally make the company pay or be a liability to the company, and it will go to court and to be another court case that McDonald's did not even plan for, or KFC did not plan for, or Burger King or wherever she goes to do her content. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today when it comes to like reacting to her videos. I really don't like reacting to videos because normally when I'm creating a video, I just like to mostly like speak to my friends about like things that have irritated me from doing that video because they understand and they get it. So but yeah guys, we've reached the end. If you enjoyed this, please kindly like, share, subscribe if you care, and honestly I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, bye.